Hey everybody, how's
How's
it
it going,
going?
everyone?
Here we are.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had we had some bumpiness with the hopeful computer this time, but I'm gonna have to beat it up a little bit and then be ready next time. Jeez. In other news, it's Alis's birthday today, so he won't be joining us. He's touching grass, enjoying time with family, things like that. So
More
we'll be
importantly,
sure to.
he's touching cake. He's turned into a cake, as you
Yeah,
can see.
yeah. He's
Uh,
touching cake, and he sent us a screenshot,
that is
yo.
an
He's
accurate
gonna be eating
depiction
it.
of the cake that he has turned into.
It's delicious. It's
All
delicious looking
right.
cake. But anyway, so glad you all to join us. Thank you very much. Um, as we get into the mix, right? We're gonna wait and see if people start trickling in. We have a lot to cover today. Um, Kruniak, you've got trivia. I've got trivia.
We've all
Did
got trivia.
yeah,
Trivia are
right? Did we
us.
exactly? Did you have anything specific you wanted to open with?
Well, okay. So I had a my brain. I swear, my brain is like deteriorating. It's turning to sponge or something. But I had this like revelation, right? While I was reading the story adventure that they just released, and then I told you, hey, I had this amazing realization, and then I immediately went back to it, and I was like, wait, what was it? And now I'm really
Nice.
upset about that. And Alex, it is 8. It is about 8:10 p.m. for me. For hopeful, it's like what 5 p.m.
509, yeah.
Yeah. So and didn't weren't you the one who said it was good morning? Oh, jeez. What time is it for you? But yeah. So maybe let's start off with the new codex entry. I think that is a good place for us to kick off because there's some
Right.
interesting stuff in there. Definitely
It was
worth
a
a
really
look.
cool read. Yeah, I like the follow up to Codex entry number 5, right? I really like the follow up after. He kind of puts it into perspective how
Right.
how they do stuff, and yeah, it's really cool.
So there's this sort of this understanding that like sips tea. There's this understanding that like people who like are part of this serpent's fang, if they decide someone needs to die, like the culture is that you just sort of accept that. And
Right? Like I
like
I
they're like, "Oh,
noticed
this is
this.
my friend." And then the guy's like, "Yo, I'm Serpent's Fang." And she's like,
Oh,
"Wait. Oh,
okay.
okay." And then it's like, "Who was that
Mm.
guy?" like who is that dead guy on the floor? Like it's crazy. Um but it goes to show just like how hardcore this fucking culture is. Like, oh my god. It makes you think like it
What's up with
reminds
the
me a little bit of
progression?
the
Like,
way that it
where's the progression vibe?
yeah, it reminds me a little bit of the way that people used to treat like, inquisitions and witches and those sorts of like witch trials and things like that. It's like, oh, this person's been accused of witchcraft. Like we don't even know them anymore. That kind of a treatment. And it feels like this guy is like they almost regard them as like above law and above social reproach altogether. They are this like completely other, almost holy sect of assassins, which is crazy. And if they decide someone needs to die, the guy comes in, they're like brawling with this dude, and he holds up like a badge or whatever, and they're like, oh well, then be on your way, like if
Yeah.
you say so. And that is, on the one hand, terrifying, and on the other, extremely cool. I am so glad that I am a spectator of this world, though, because that's just terrifying.
I mean,
To pop up in the storyline
I
voice
I
channel.
would be.
Ooh, yeah.
I did already. I went to
Okay.
the storyline, put
Good.
a
Good.
Twitch.tv thingy in there. I'm gonna go and just do a ping.
Yeah. Just make sure
Um,
people aren't like expecting us on the stage there.
yeah, let me go into the events thing in
Hey, look at
Discord.
tall boy latte there, taking care of some PR for us. Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
I can actually commend him today. Amazing. I never get to commend him. All right. So let me. So like, I guess the implication from this codex entry is like, it was on Twitch. Oh, hey Moonover. I yeah, that's Moonover for sure. Yeah, no,
Oh,
we moved
absolutely.
to Twitch because, as you can see, uh, we wouldn't otherwise be able to do this show with a giant slice of cake A-list. Like, you know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and I
Just
mean,
to
like,
update everyone, right?
it's a
A-list
hundred
is a
percent
slice of
worth
cake.
like uprooting the whole situation and the established like thing we had going in the voice channel just for this, like just for this gag, you know. Um, what can I say?
And yeah, normally we have a couple more faces showing. A-list is a cake today because it's his birthday, so he's
Yeah,
enjoying the cake you see.
and hopeful
Um,
is just a big purple blob like he was in the voice channel, because we cannot for the life of us get his fucking camera to work. But
yeah, my
you know,
camera makes Discord angry on Kruniak's side, and then it just destroys my Discord on my side. So I have half a mind to take all of you on the road with me as I go to Best Buy and purchase a mic, but I don't know if you all can stomach the very crappy Apple headphones that I have. So
you
I'm
know
not gonna
what?
do that to you all.
I
But
I'm
maybe we can do Adventures with Hopeful another time.
Yeah,
We'll
can we
go
do that? Can we do like post stream adventures with Hopeful? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
we
we'll
can
just
go
have
through
like
like
we'll cut the stream feed, and then
I'll get like a
we'll move
GoPro, like
into
we'll
another
do a
thing.
dash
And
cam.
yeah,
I would link it up,
yeah, we'll
link it
go to
up to like the
Best Buy with
Twitch.
Hopeful to buy a webcam. Let's do it.
Jeez.
Also, where was that? Where was that? Somebody called me pretty, and I just have to call attention to it because thank you. Um,
Savage. That's Freeman, of course.
nice, nice, my man. Um, we got a lot of happy birthdays for Alis because everybody loves him. We'll have to let him
Absolutely.
know.
I'm gonna start
I mean, it's good.
start
I remember to turn on VODs, so all of your
good
birthday
man.
wishes, or our commenting on your birthday wishes, will be immortalized. So when this stream wraps up, we'll ship this on over to YouTube. So what we're going to be doing is, hey Mario, you're here, awesome. What we're going to
Nice.
be
Hey
doing is
Mario.
we're going to take these episodes and we're going to put them in a YouTube playlist so that anybody who wants to catch up or go back to reference something or whatever, or use our words against us, has access to that. So you should be able to see in like the description of the stream, or like the place where all the panels and buttons are, depending on if you're on mobile or PC. They're in different places. I guess on mobile they're under like profile, and on PC just scroll down, and you should be able to find like our other our other media outlets and stuff. So the YouTube, pretty soon you'll be able to see replays of these episodes, which will be helpful for when Sheercold decides to watch them on Thursdays. Um, yeah. So anyway, shall we get back to the story and such?
Yeah, I think this is good a time as any. I wanted to answer a quick question in the Twitch chat. So, excuse me, I'm so sorry, Bert. Alis actually told us what kind of cake he is today and
And
is
that
eating
is the
for his
cake.
birthday. That yeah, the cake you see on stream is the cake that Alis is because you are what you eat. And it is called a. I'm gonna try to. I'm guessing it's in Portuguese. 'Cause it's a bollo pequeño maravilla de banana. So it's a maravilla, a small maravilla de banana. That's what it is.
Whatever it
I'm
is,
gonna
it
put
looks
this.
delicious.
Yeah, I'm
And
I'm I'm
and
I'm putting this link in the Twitch chat so that you all can look at this
and
and
so I
drool
don't
over
I
it.
don't mean to like out Alis, but Alis is not wild about bananas. He told us a story, and I won't go into it. But needless to say, Alis has been traumatized by bananas in his deep, dark, tragic backstory, and I not a similar thing, but I'm not wild about bananas. But that cake looks delicious, and he said that it
Honestly.
was. So whoops. Somebody just called me on Discord. I should probably put myself on Do Not Disturb. Um,
Ah, yes, that's a good idea.
yeah, let me
Let
just.
me join you. D&D, there we go.
Okay.
All
Um,
right. Oh, cake! I love see that in the Twitch
yeah, yeah,
chat. Yes,
yeah. I just
Amos is
you
cake
can't
today.
you can't call me in the middle of the show, otherwise the cameras will switch and you'll be on you'll be on Twitch TV. You'll be live. Um, but yeah, so you know, moving back on over to the. Oh, wait, where did you put that? Oh wow, that only now showed up. Okay, so lore codex, right? So what this looks like is that there was some sort of mining accident, right? In the lore codex entry, number 6, bitter taste, and we've got this character who's like sitting there in a bar at this like wake kind of thing, right? Yeah,
Right.
deep, dark, tragic, delicious backstory. Oh man, I'm getting sidetracked so fast. No, so you've got like this wake at a bar, which is fantastically Union. After this like routine mining exercise accident or whatever, um, and like I guess the tunnel collapsed or something like that, and there's this implication by the end of the piece that like the person that this Serpent's Fang hitman came in and killed was responsible for it, like intentionally, because like the character, like our perspective character is like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't sure." And he's like, "Oh, okay," you know.
Yeah.
Um, and honestly, well, actually, I have no idea. Rem, yeah, okay, Rem, yeah, okay. Our perspective
The
character is a
character is
woman.
Rem.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm. Yeah. Okay. Um. So we've got Rem and Gwyn.
Are you gonna read through it? I mean, if
Yeah,
not, I
I
can.
have read it, but I haven't honestly got much more to say about it because it is fairly straightforward. It's just like a little snapshot of the culture around how Union folk treat these like uh you know these Serpent's Fang hitmen, and like they're totally willing to accept it, right? And I'm not really sure how much more there is to say about it, you know. We get somebody talking about the vote though. Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's a story vote still going on. So yeah, we do have a story vote this week for the first time in ages. Um, so they've done the UC has put on a little adventure kind of a thing, and you get to choose one of three branches in this case. And we'll see what happens from there. So shall we move into that then, hopeful?
Yeah. I mean, if we're done picking apart, how ridiculously badass the serpent suit people are. I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
you know, um, it doesn't say much about the weapon really. It just says pulls out a gun, aims it at, her friend's head, pulls the trigger. There's a crack of the gun as it discharges. And that to me implies that we're talking about black powder and a projectile, you
I
know?
don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Normally you would think of a firearm, just a general, just discharging, right? Just firing,
Right.
shooting, whatever. But guns don't crack. They pop. They pow.
I mean,
They
sure,
boom.
but then again,
So
like
a crack
this
of a
is just a
gun kind of
choice of an adjective
implies to
here.
me.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, but I feel like it's more indicative of like the type of weaponry that we might see in the Union.
I suppose. Um, where Yeah, it wasn't an accident. So this has to be referring to the mining accident, right? It wasn't an accident. She asks it last, and this is the thing that like okay, so it
I
is
mean,
implied that Gwyn like caused this tragedy intentionally, but like in no way does it ever delve into why. Like it almost feels like it implies that Gwen was like working for the Empire or something. I don't know, or like got paid off to kill a bunch of people, and it seems odd. Um, but like somehow they knew, somehow they found out. Um, it's strange, and I don't fully understand what's going on here. I'd be really curious to see if anybody in the chat has any takes on this part six, because this one I didn't have that many I didn't have that much to say about it. Like I couldn't really break into it beyond surface level, and that may just have something to do with like not having enough. Oh, what's the
they people want to hear Banana Cake's take on this story as well. Like
banana cakes
we
take?
got to get Banana Cake on the mic.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah. What is Banana Cake?
If I could do a good impression
You
of
can't.
Alis, I would, but I can't. I just can't do it.
He, he's tough.
Um,
He's tough.
yeah, there's just like it's just different enough from what I'm used to, so like it's tough. It's tough for me to pull that off. Um, yeah, so let's see.
I actually missed that though. I'm glad you brought that up. So Gwyn or whatever his name was, right? Like,
Mhm.
because I guess maybe that was just an alias that she came to knew him by. I missed totally that he was because that there was an accident, right? Like they were talking
Right.
about an accident this whole time, and everything's bad, and everyone's kind of like, "Ooh, let's go to the
Yeah, and
bar."
this
Like,
whole
oh,
wake and all of the people or whoever died is like his doing, and that's supposed to be the implication, I guess. Um, but
wow.
this last paragraph though. Rem gives a slow nod. Her glass is still in one hand. She realizes and empties it. Its contents. Still, yeah. Her
In
glass is
one
still in
last
one hand.
swallow,
She
yeah.
realizes and empties its contents in one last swallow. This time, she has no trouble stomaching its bitter taste. So, like in the beginning, it's like, oh, this like whiskey or whatever it is that she's drinking is like, ugh, um, It's like the bitter taste of grief kind of a thing, and then it's bookending that with this like goes down real smooth because like justice has been done kind of a thing. Um, Next storyline chat, we should all greet him by calling him Banana Man and see how he reacts. I mean, hey, go for it. Uh, go for it. See what happens. Probably nothing. He'll probably just laugh. Um, all right, so shall we talk about the adventure, which I think is probably the thing that is
Yes.
uh, forefront of everyone's mind at the moment. So now we have video.
Moon over
Oh, does
rumor
that
has
mean
it he
Planet
was
Quest
turning
Charades
60.
is on? Um, could be. It definitely could be. Okay, so the adventure. So I don't know how many of you guys were. I don't know how many of you guys attended Aelis's adventure, but if you attended the first one, you may remember that the opening was like borderline identical to this one. You know, it's like screaming, tearing metal, explosions, the ship is crashing, and then your character wakes up crash landed on a planet. And this goes through, you know, characterizing if plagiarism. No, no. But when you think about it, though, for an
Je
adventure
sais.
like this, it kind of has to work like this because there just isn't enough for us to do, right? It's hard for us to really set the scene on the inside, on the interior of a spaceship, because we're not familiar with what the interior of a spaceship looks like, so it's harder for us to consider things. You know, it's much easier for us to be like, oh, terrestrial planet, survival situation. We can at least vaguely imagine what that would be like. So putting us stranded on a planet is just a really good like adventure setting, right? And then what they do is they introduce these two characters. They introduce this like you know, the kindly and smart captain, and then they introduce like this tough as nails, terrifying serial killer hitman guy. Um, and then they're like, all right, so you got to rescue these two people, because they're going to be our best bet to get off this planet. And then they're like, so what do you want to do? Do you want to go alone? Do you want to go with the captain? Do you want to go with the hitman? Because they're like, oh, splitting up to some degree is a great idea for some reason. So, one of the things, though, that I noticed early on is, first of all, the captain is a former Federation military officer, and um, that implies that the Crimson Wolves is not purely made up of Empire citizens. The Crimson Wolves are, at least to some degree, a mixture of, I would assume, all three factions. It's just that Montez is the disgraced Empire guy, right? Um, Presumably, like a bastard of royalty? Question mark. We're not 100% sure at this point. But Aelis is 100% sure. So, uh, but there was another thing that was mentioned, which was that they were on. You know, he says like 1 second. Um,
Hmm.
1 minute we'd been with a fleet of other space pirates fighting to get to Mimir. The next, here. People had talked about wormholes, and at the moment, that's the only explanation that made sense. But what if we had actually gone through a wormhole? I was going to lose my shit. Right. So this paragraph here is like basically it's implying that, you know, because what we were to understand was that these ships were ones that were fleeing during the fight with Ivana Crane. When she went after Montez and captured him, a bunch of the ships disappeared, and this is supposed to be one of those ships, I gather. but it's implying
right?
that they were fighting to get to Mimir, whereas far as we were aware, they were heading, they were terrorizing the Forge Worlds, right? So, like, the pirates had been, like, terrorizing the Forge Worlds, and yet, like, this guy's like, we were fighting to get to Mimir. So, were they on Mimir this is the implication to me, is that if they were fighting to get to Mimir, they were fighting to get back to Mimir because it had just been discovered by Sarah Vars, and she had been drawn there by a signal that was emitted that had destroyed or like incapacitated the pinnacle, right? So that signal gets emitted from Mimir, probably because the Crimson Wolves were fucking around with shit on Mimir, and then when Ivana goes after Montez and a bunch of these ships are, quote, fighting to get to Mimir, they're going back because they've been there and they've been hanging out with this technology all this time, which we kind of could have inferred by the fact that, like, they understood this stuff better and they were helping Sarah Vars to, like, figure out teleportation and all of this shit all along. But this sort of confirms it in my mind, that they had this figured out long ago. Now to get on with, like, this whole situation that you're supposed to be dealing with. The story says our first step would be to get out there and find our missing crew, with special attention toward bringing Salazar and
So
Bryn back alive.
hold
Without
on,
either of
hold
them, we
on,
would be
Korean.
in trouble.
One thing I want to bring up real quick. One thing I want to bring up. So if that's your implication, right? If that's your theory on
Right.
the Crimson Wolves, right? They had the insight before anyone else, with the cradle. What in order to kind of like poke at that a little bit, don't you think like the blips in the Nexus, which were the initial cause of concern, right? The issues on Vargas, right, from the disturbances in this network. Don't you think that may have been caused not from the Crimson Wolves necessarily messing with the Cradle on Mimir first, but it having shown up in the core systems initially, since it showed up with 17 other celestial bodies? I would imagine, like, as the blip started interrupting the network, naturally the Crimson Wolves might have insights, might have like some Nexus divers or something like that employed. So they would have naturally registered these blips. And I do want to support this heavily, that they were the first ones to kind of start messing with it, um, or trying to get there. But I don't think that was common knowledge, right? Like, as they were messing with the Forge Worlds, I think Montez may have had a fleet or a couple fleets head towards Mimir, and as they were fighting Ivana, like they hit those wormholes. Again, that I think were just generated based on the cradle being active as it appeared in the core systems. Like, it was already,
Like,
like, something
yes
must have
and
happened where it
no.
came
I
from.
I think they must have already have been there, simply because the ships that vanished in a flash of light, like these ships disappearing through a wormhole kind of thing.
But
Uh,
that happened while they were fighting Ivana. Like, so
right, it
nothing
happened
suggests
while
that
they
they
were
were
fighting
there.
Ravana, which
Yeah.
suggests to me that they must have been in contact with the cradle. Excuse me. That they must have been in contact with the cradle beforehand, because why would they just randomly teleport? Like, why would that happen, out of nowhere, with no prompting, with no previous contact? Like, that just doesn't make any sense at all. Like, cosmically, it makes no sense. They would have had to have had some interaction or experience with it at some point, right?
I mean, that's like trying to like apply reason to to chaos.
Well, yeah,
You
but,
start.
like, I don't think that the cradle would just, like, unless the cradle has capabilities that we're unaware of, or the Forge Worlds and or wherever that whole fight was taking place are within Nexus space, to the point where you could make the argument that maybe the Cradle is able to sort of speak to the other artifacts and use their information to determine where certain things were. So, like, if it decided, all right, this one, and this one, they're going somewhere else because I say so, right?
Well, according to our knowledge currently, and correct me if I'm wrong, there is no limitation within the core systems to the Nexus's communications,
There
from
is
what I
no
understand.
limit to its communication speed. There is, however, a limit to its range. So it has the core systems, it has the Federation space all down, and it has some, like, agreed reach into the other faction space that they utilize as an agreement, as per the Universal Council, right? But the Union and the or rather, the Union and the Empire have conventional means of faster than light communication. They're just not nearly as good, right? They're not instant transmission Goku, like
Right, right, right.
yeah. So maybe the Cradle was like, this random guy, he's important, let's teleport him out, but not Montez. Like, that just seems weird. The Cradle's sense of plot must have been a little strange, unless they had already been in contact with it in some capacity. But then you would have thought that it would said, fighting to get back to Mimir, I suppose. But then maybe this is
Well,
them just being intentionally vague and ambiguous.
right, because they mention Mimir, not the Cradle. And
Right.
Amber Trap was the one in Twitch chat saying that.
Yeah, they do mention Mimir and not the Cradle. That's true. Um, Maybe they hadn't ever actually come in contact with the Cradle. Maybe just the obelisks,
Well, I don't think they would have because it was deep within the cave
or
systems.
maybe this guy is just a grunt and doesn't know anything. Because he says, "I heard some people talking of wormholes," which means they must have encountered something to indicate that wormholes were even an option, which we didn't know about until
Well, their entire
much
fleet
later
encountered
than
them,
the
so that's what they were
episode where this
talking about.
happens.
So, I mean, the entire fleet that supposedly got transported, right? Some to this planet, some other places, probably like all of them were probably chattering about having hit these wormholes.
Right, but I would think that it would be like, you know, oh, we went through a wormhole and boom, we're there. Unless it's like, they disappeared in a flash of light and it took a long time for them to get wherever they were going. Like there was an actual transit and it wasn't instantaneous. It's it's tough to know. And there's no way to really know for sure. This is just this is my take and my theory. But who knows? We'll see. Maybe I'm right and maybe I'm not. Um,
Do we
let's.
do we want to by chance do some trivia to loosen everyone up before we start talking about the vote, or what
So
do we want to
I
do here?
feel like we should get through the rest of our discussion with the vote. One of the things that I was talking to somebody about was, for when we do our recordings that we upload to YouTube later, do we want to take a timestamp and cut out the trivia, or do we want to just whole hog upload the thing so that everybody can see all of it, all of our ramblings, all of our trivia history, all of that stuff?
Um, well, I'm inclined to say like, the trivia is more for like the viewership, right? That's for like people in the Discord, like we get people
Right. So
directly
we might
engaged.
as well just sort of like get our discussion done in one block, move on to trivia after,
Right, that
and then
makes
we can
sense.
cut it and then upload, the bits that are relevant to people. And we can put those on YouTube. They'll be a little bit more edited, a little more produced, that kind of a thing.
Hmm, hmm.
So yeah, so in the interest of that, let's get through the rest of our discussion with the vote, and then we'll move to the trivia and all of that fun stuff. So I'm let's start with your take. I'm curious to know what you're thinking. going into this vote.
So I'm of the opinion, like, I don't really know who my character is. I don't really know Jared. They seem like, I guess, a level-headed person, but nothing really to speak to as far as skills, or like, they just seem to be like someone who's less hurt than everyone else, and can move around. So I'm not so
Right.
inclined to go by myself, considering, like, they call it out, like, there's there's like two paths, right?
Mm-hmm.
And both of them have like alien noises coming from them. Um, so I'm quite concerned with what I might find, like, going off on my own. Like, obviously I'm not gonna go toward the scary alien noises. Let Captain do that and let Hung do the other alien noises. But, like, silence is also eerily, like, it's not good. Not good.
Right.
Um, I'd probably just go with Hung, man. Like, jeez, like, that seems like the too obvious choice, though. Like, if
So
this is anything
okay.
like Alis's stories, we're
So
in
here's my
trouble.
take, right? Um, yeah, don't
What's
go
what's up,
alone,
mate, man?
right? And my reasoning behind not going alone isn't because you'll die, because this is not one of Aelis's adventures, right? They're not going to just kill us, because then the story would end early, and that would be bad. Um, because there's only one protagonist, and the thing about the protagonist is you're 100% right. We're not special. We're just some grunt, more or less, as far as I'm aware, but we're tougher than we look, kind of a thing. We're an everyman. We're a fill-in, pretend it's you. So nothing too specific at the moment, anyway. Maybe they might elaborate on our character later, but I read it as, you know, go with somebody, and it's a coin flip. Either if you go with them, you help them and they survive because you're there to help them out in whatever situation, or you go with them and they die because you're there to continue their plot. So I don't know which one it is, but in the
We
interest,
got a
huh?
we got a +1 for Freeman's. Go with the smart hot chick. Okay, so
Obviously,
there's
obviously, but my reasoning here is we want to be with the captain because the captain actually knows what's up. The other guy is just a murderer hitman guy, and I wouldn't want to be alone with that guy anyway. So, like,
right.
if you're
Like,
going to
jeez, dude.
preserve one of these people's lives by being there to help them out, God forbid she be too tall. If you're going to be there to help somebody out in a pinch when something goes wrong with the aliens or whatever, I would say it's more valuable to be there to save the captain's life, not just the guy who kills stuff, right? Like that's sort of my, that's my reasoning. Okay, so if we save her, she's there to, like, lead the operation and make sure everything goes smoothly. And if we save the other guy, then it's Lord of the Flies, except not children. But does that make sense? Like, of course, it could be the complete opposite, and we go with her and we sentence her to death by being there. But I hope not. At the very least, I can plead ignorance and good intentions if that happens. Um, oh no, Sidewinder, stop. No, please. uh, yeah, Lord of the Children. Um, so, yeah. No, and it's actually Bobby. That's confirmed. She is in fact, well, at least cute. Um,
Oh gosh, Freeman.
so did anyone see any indication as to what kind of planet this was? Because that was one of the things I went looking for when I went to reread it. Was, I'm just making the, diverting off of if we see ice aliens, she kills them instantly. Um, like what indication, if any, is there as to what kind of planet this is? Because it's like, oh, the ship is a heap, and you go this way, we go that way. Like, does it look like we're in a forest planet? Because like my brain just filled in forest planet a little bit.
Uh, I think it remains to be seen, to be honest. I don't think we know right now exactly um where they might be, but high-pitched howls and other guttural clicking. I mean, based on what we know from the what is it? Let me go to the concept art. Where's concept art? And we look at some of the creatures, right? The only ones that look like they make howling sounds are some of the quadruped looking things like the
I would argue you could get howling sounds out of anything from an ice planet, a volcanic planet, a forest planet, or a tropical planet, most likely. You know?
I don't know about that because if we look at the forest planet ones, it's kind of like a
Yeah, I'm
big
inclined to say
like
it's going to be forest or tropical too, Sidewinder. Like, because
I don't think so.
anything
I
super
think desert.
extreme like those other places, you'd feel like they would have mentioned something that would indicate that. But like, if it's just sort of vaguely Earth-like, then maybe
Well, think
less
about this.
notable.
Think about this. What's the most common planet in the galaxies?
Deserts.
There you go. So more than likely they're on a desert.
Uh, I
I
just
mean,
don't think so.
it's
I
just
think that
hard
would
to
be I think
argue
that
against
would be
that. I'm just saying.
dangerously encroaching on plagiarizing Alis's adventure if they did that. Um,
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's I mean it's honestly their content, right? I
there
mean,
are yeah, I mean sure, I'm joking, but I think that a desert would be a strange choice here because like if they see if they hear howling off in the distance, they should be able to see whatever it is if it's a desert, unless it's like
statistical mastermind. I always strike again. I always strike. Amber Trap, always. And Pixel, if this is anything like Pitch Black, it's gonna be a great adventure. It's gonna be good.
let me see. Desert's gonna have mountains. It's true. There could be dunes and things. Um, two directions he referenced. One way I heard high pitched. Um,
So one way heard high pitched howls, and the other guttural clicking. Alien wildlife,
most
most likely.
likely. What
What else?
else? Um, glance back at the horror of twisted reinforced metal internals.
Reminded me we were in hell. So when you think we're in hell, right? So obviously you're not stranded somewhere where there's water accessible. You're not like in a forest where you're like, oh, there's water flipping everywhere, or on a tropical planet where you're like, oh,
So,
I just have
like,
to like
if you were
filter out
taking that
seawater or
literally, it
something.
would indicate that they were on a volcanic planet. But,
Volcanic or
like,
desert, because if you're in the Sahara Desert, that's hell, bro. If I drop you in the middle of the Sahara Desert,
oh, for
that's
sure.
hell.
But, like, then again, if I'm honest, in like an unknown, like, prehistoric esque world, the last place I want to be is anywhere near water. Like,
Oh goodness, Poppy said, "Can you imagine if they're on a strange planet? Could you even like begin to fathom how screwed these people are?"
oh my god. Yeah, no, a strange planet would be a little much. But, like, then again, Mimir, please no. It's a lot to fathom. But basically, I come down on the side of stay with the captain. Um, Hopeful seemed undecided. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm thinking I either want to go alone or I kind of want to Leroy and chill with Hung. See why his name is
The
Hung,
good
for
old Leroy
example. Like,
option. Oh, you want to find out why?
yeah, like what's up with that guy? Like that's either his name or that's a catchy nickname, and I got some guesses as to why. But
mm,
like I feel like
I
scare
don't think I need to
something
find out
away with
why.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like Captain can just kind of like be
I
stern
think
with the
Freeman's
aliens,
got my attention
where
with his take on that, and I think I'm gonna stay far away from that man. Um,
let me see. What does Freeman say? What did she say?
Nothing that we are going to say on live
Oh
television.
no, I remember. I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
mean, they're so these Freeman. I want to mention these are the chances you take when you go on adventures with, say, like a character like Riddick, right? You never really know what's gonna happen. Are they gonna be like a heroic kind of bad dude, or are they gonna be like a bad dude?
Yeah.
Um, but I'm more inclined to be like, like, okay, let's go with Hung, right? And his first like thing, what's he gonna do? He's gonna like start fighting the aliens, right? At this point, they're either gonna be so impressed with his equipment, or he's gonna be like eaten or something. He's gonna be eaten, and I can then run back to the group and be like, no, Captain, I'm going with you now,
He's been
because
eaten and you're gonna steal his knives.
yeah, then at least we have weapons.
Um, I don't know how to answer Freeman's question. Probably. I
I
mean, not.
think I think most platforms are
Yeah,
anti
I think that's just sort of a
hentai.
no-no. Yeah. So yeah, team captain over here. For sure.
So
Uh,
you think going with Captain is the right play?
another great way to get yourself banned from Twitch. Team simp. Um,
Jesus.
yeah. Anyway, um, all simps for captain. So yeah, shall we?
Moonover says maybe he is a sensible, emotionally grounded, and joyful person that is insecure. I see. I like Moonover's take on Hung. Like that's so wholesome.
I mean, hey man, I wanted to read Solus as like reforming and becoming a good person, but no one would take that. So
But that character is so much
there's
harder to
loads of
sell,
hot
dude.
ladies, only one hung. Oh, stop, please. um.
Hot lady boring.
Okay. Shall we move on to attendance and trivia?
Um, yeah, I'm just gonna go alone, guys. I think that's like the ultimate Leroy. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
Hopeful's gonna get eaten by something clicking or gutturally howling at me.
I would
So
be overjoyed if they did this, like if they ran this like Alysis sort of thing, and they just had like only the people who
people
voted a
just
certain
dying
way
left
get
and
to
right.
progress.
Oh my goodness, that would be so sick.
And then we could all like sit on the sidelines from here and be like, "Come on, hopeful, you can do it." Like,
Oh my God. No, I don't want to be like the only person who lives, like the small group of people who went alone. Like, what are we gonna do? Just stand around and like look at each other? Like, come on.
Mario is certain that we'll never find the answer to his question. I'm, he's probably right. Like,
Yeah,
being realistic,
Mario.
he's probably right.
I think Mario's really close to, I think, 5K passport points, if I'm not mistaken. So Mario's on the war path right now.
Oh
Like,
yeah. All right.
okay, so I think yeah, now is a good time to do the attendance, right? We updated the link to the form, right, that I edited,
Um, I
or it should automatically, it's the same, right? It's
it
not
should be
so
the
if we edit the
same
form.
URL. Try it. See what happens. Um,
Uh, okay, one sec. Yeah.
yeah, my keyboard's kind of in a ditch, so if you could grab that, that'd be great. Um,
Really? Why?
well, just because my microphone is sort of in the way, so I have to like reach all over the place to get to it. Okay,
Okay, so
so
for everyone, yep, we went ahead and the link worked. So if you go in the Twitch chat, you'll see a Google Forms, and that's your attendance participation. So you fill that out, and we'll be able to get you covered for the attendance.
if you do not fill it out, we will not know that you were here because the attendance is like there's more and more people showing up to these now that we're doing it this way. So like, um, oh, it says that it's closed. Okay, the link isn't working, so we'll need to
Ah,
update the link.
that's on me. That's me. No, no,
Oh, okay.
I got you guys.
Not accepting responses. Okay, we will fix this. Just a moment. Thank you for bearing with us. I really
Yeah,
need to
that's
get a
me.
screen for technical difficulties.
Really? I mean, is it? Well,
It
yeah,
would
it's just a
it
good
would
thing to
be it
have.
would be funny at least, like to have a screen that allows us to sort of like fix stuff while not on screen and being watched be stupid. So and it could be funny. Technical difficulty screen for sure.
Okay, so we're going to try that one more time. Let's go over here. We're gonna go over here.
Sarah
Fix
Vance
that.
will be with you shortly.
Sarah
Oh
Vance
no.
will be with. That's great. That's so. Who
Dude,
said
that's
that?
so good. Wait,
Who did
I
that?
say something. Wait, who is Amber Trap in the Discord?
I'm not Amber Trap. Say something in storyline chat.
Or just literally just type Amber Trap so that we know who's you. Definitely not Amber Trap. Um because otherwise cuz we want to get the Oh, I
Oh
see.
my
Well,
goodness.
then we
Oh my
can't commend
goodness.
you. Come
Oh
on.
my goodness. Cat's out of the
Damn,
bag.
dude. It was too
That makes
good.
so much sense
The
now.
roast was too good. The Sarah Vance will be with you shortly. I never would have called it. Ah, I've been brutally killed, guys.
Oh my god, the definitely not Amber Trap. That
Yeah.
that got me.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Now
hold
Sheer
on.
Cold knows all of our hung theories.
I'm gonna try something. Oh no, it didn't work. It doesn't work for partners.
What
Oh
doesn't
my
work?
god. No, I tried to commend Share Cold. I tried to.
Ah, rip.
It didn't work. All right. So now that we got that, um, God, that's so good. Sarah Vance, that callback, so good. Oh, but yeah. So the link should definitely be working now. Everyone, go ahead and please fill that out, and we will
So yeah,
most
let's
certainly
just
get
post
you
it again since the
allocated your
chat's
points.
moved a bunch.
Oh, I did. It's posted again. It's
Oh, okay,
relatively
there it
fresh
is.
in
Yep.
there.
All right. Somebody also just confirm for us that it's working. Your contract's up in like a
Oh,
day. Okay. Actually that reminds me, Shirkle, is there any chance that we could interest you in, giving us maybe an hour or two of your time sometime? Um not on the regularly scheduled storyline discussion, but since your contract is ending, um, you could we could have you on for an interview um, sometime. That would be I think something that a fair
no,
few of
not
us
every
would kill
week.
to see. No, not every week, but no, just a one time interview or something, so we could talk to you a bit about how things have gone. That would be fantastic. We'll set that up with you soon if we can, because I have questions about your
Cool. Glad it's
somebody,
working.
yeah,
Thank
somebody
you.
had said you were doing your master's program now, and I'm very curious.
Yeah,
Okay, so the
yeah,
form
yeah.
is working. Excellent.
Yeah, form is working, and that would be amazing to have you on Sheer Cold. That would be so tight, and we would have some colorful questions, and obviously nothing too crazy that, that you would be uncomfortable
Yeah, we're
answering.
not gonna like violate your NDAs or anything, but
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Awesome. That's so great to hear. Thank you.
we'll be sure to tell Cake over there, and he'll be very excited.
Yes, yes. We'll definitely make sure Cake knows what's going on.
Mm. So I should check my NDAs. Yeah. So as for attendance, hopefully everybody's got that filled out. We'll remind you one more time before we close. Um, but for now, shall we move on to trivia?
I think
There was
I
nothing
think
in the
now's
attendance that required knowledge of trivia, right?
I'm gonna make sure. Let me. But
Oh,
I
the
don't
the
think so.
topic. What right? What's the topic for today? Um,
Yeah,
you
that
can,
was it.
huh?
And no, I was just saying like that. That was it. The topic of discussion, really. So as far as the topic of discussion, right? You can probably more often than not get that from the prompt, the event prompt. We usually put the topic of discussion, like what we're talking about, what we're doing in that. So that's in
Yeah,
the
sometimes
Discord,
I do,
the
sometimes I
event
don't.
board.
But you can basically just say like, if you're being real scummy, you can just be like 34th storyline discussion, like, or you can, basically try for like, um, lore codex entry 6, story adventure prompt or something like that. Like, um, yeah, yeah, highlights, anything that we'll recognize and be like, okay, you're not just like showing up after the fact and writing that in, you know. Yeah, it says that you're a partner, um, in your roles, but yeah, just say happy birthday. Yeah, just cake Alis, that'll do it. Sounds like I missed it. What did you miss, Natamali? Oh, attendance? No, you scroll up, or we'll post it again later.
No, you're good, Natamali. Yeah, we're gonna post the attendance thing again, and you came just in time for the trivia. As a matter of fact, good on you for that.
Yeah, I'm curious
Well,
about that, but we'll talk later when the NDAs have been read over.
yeah, we can probably chat about that whenever you got some time. Sure, cool.
Yeah.
Feel like it, all that good stuff. Um, but yeah, I think it's as good a time as any to get everyone over into the Discord. So everyone joining us on Twitch, we have a link to the Discord, right? If we have any new peoples, I don't think we do, but just in case, we have a Discord link.
There should be. There's a link in the description of the stream that leads to Planet Quest's website. Um, I don't actually have
That's
like a
weird. Yeah.
referral link in the description, although I should probably put one there.
We should set that up for next time, dude, where we
Yeah,
just do like a exclamation Discord or something like that. It'll put the link in the Twitch chat, so
right.
we can, or anyone can do that. Anyone can type, exclamation Discord, and they'll get the link.
Yeah. Just in case we have anybody who comes in who's like, what's Planet Quest? Like, you know.
Yeah,
It's okay. You and Haley both, man. Like, it's a better way to be. So do you want to go for your trivia first?
Um,
Uh,
let's do my trivia first. And give me one quick sec, and I will be ready. Okay. I just got back to the chat. I see, yo, that's dirty. I have no idea what just happened. What's going on?
oh, I I said uh oh, how did I put it? I said you and Haley both kicked off the Universal Council. That's what it was.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Look at how much
Yo,
the
that is
like
dirty. What the
I opened a Word document so that I could read my trivia and look how much it lights up my face like
Yeah, I saw
that's
that.
insane. Um okay, let's maybe dim that a little. Okay.
Okay. So I got my first question lined up. Ghost Kruniak.
What can I say? Um all right, so you're going to do yours first then. So I should probably see if I can find my uh
Is
commendations.
is
Here we go.
is is Twitch still doubling up on what we're saying, or is that done?
Wait, what?
No, because we have for Boppy and David J. Ray. They hear us like coming through double, I believe.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Not hearing it double. Um. Uh. Okay. Um.
Hmm. I don't know if
Oh,
I
it.
grabbed. I did.
Hmm. I couldn't
Nadamame
honestly
says
tell
it's
you.
good.
You just said not hearing it double twice. I don't know, it could be me. Did I turn the volume on for
Well, no, because
something?
some people are hearing you fine, so it might be
That is very
certain.
strange. Um.
Oh, reload the page. Goblo in the Twitch chat was saying that they reloaded their page and it fixed that.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
not the stream.
Uh, just for some context, I know that my bitrate has been pretty bad. Today specifically, my connection isn't super great, so that could be causing some issues on occasion. Um, but anyway, let's get on to the trivia. I'll try and move some things a little so that I can uh, take care of. Oh, come on.
Okay, yeah, so that seems to be working for everyone. So if you are having issues like hearing double ups from Twitch, go ahead and reload. So thanks for that, Goblo. And Mario, we're getting started with the questions right here in a second. So everyone on the Twitch stream, if you want, go ahead and join us in the Discord in the storyline chat right underneath general. And I'm about to post my first question. Yeah, appreciate you, MVP Goblo over here. All right, so first question. I'm going to take this away here. Question number 1. Which two planets suffered significant damages from wormholes? And I'm going to give Twitch a second to catch up to Discord. I'll say it again. Which two planets suffered significant damages from wormholes? You may answer.
That's a that's a tough one. But I think I would know the answer to that one if I wasn't busy. I might try for it.
Oh, and just to go over, some ground rules, right? How trivia works. We have hosted trivia, and then we often go into a special round of trivia, which we'll talk about afterwards. But in this round, we ask you questions, and there can be three winners for each question, first, second, and third place. And normally we will cut it off as soon as we see those first three correct responses. If we just don't see anything, we'll keep quiet for maybe a minute or two, 3 minutes tops, and if no one gets the question, that gets recycled to next week. If it gets recycled enough, we like to try and add points to it, maybe an achievement for getting that question, but that's generally how it works. We usually have about 5 questions for each host, and then we move on to some other fun trivia related activities.
All right, let's see. What were people's answers? Significant damage from wormholes.
Yeah, so the question was which two planets
Oh
suffered
man.
significant damages from wormholes? Yeah, Moonover, we got a lot of Empire up in here. I like that. Okay, I'll give this maybe another like 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
It's like this is a good one. I like this one. It's rather ambiguous. All right, we got it. All right, I'm calling it.
Yeah,
We
I
got
see
it.
you
We
there,
got it.
Freeman.
We got it. We got it. So Boppy with number 1. It
Was
was
it
in fact
Nepotus?
Morn and Eden Nepotus.
It was. Cause I believe Vargas was also taken through a wormhole as well, wasn't it? I thought there were three.
So the ones that were most damaged, right, with those last very large wormholes, right? They were trying to evacuate the planets, but unfortunately, Morn and Eden Neputus had half their populations up and disappear, and we're not sure if half the planet itself disappeared or not, but it
Right.
seems like very bad
Vargas was
stuff.
almost taken. Okay, okay. My mistake. My mistake.
Yeah. Thank you, Sheercold, for sparing Vargas. Like, come on.
What do you
Needed
mean
that. Needed that
sparing
W.
Vargas? I'm pretty sure Mercer took care of that. Yeah,
Honestly.
well,
Honestly.
oh man, it's brutal. It didn't
Okay.
really escape
Okay.
much. Yeah, I guess I
You
did,
sc-
Freeman. I'm sorry.
you screwed me,
Um,
Krudiak.
so it is Boppy, David,
So
and Meatman.
unfortunately, it's rather interesting you say that, Sidewinder. Um, it it almost counted, but it didn't because at the time it was in fact known as Eden Neputus. So like yes, formerly Eden Lycanus, but with them having fallen from grace and being ostracized from the empire entirely, um, I found it to be the correct answer could have only been Neputus in this case and scenario. But I think I already commended you. I think I already did. Yeah, I already got you. Okay,
Okay.
there's that. We got a couple more. You're up there, Sidewinder. You probably grab either this next one or the one after that. I'm sure. Oh my God, Share called. No, no, the scrap. God, curse Mercer. He ruined it. He made the planet like defunct. Like that's what he did. Garbage heap now. All right, all right. So question number dos. Here we go. Who was the one character who made reference to a cat? Yes, I'm gonna say that question again. Who was the one character who made reference to a cat? You may answer.
Oh dang. For the record, I don't think I'm right, but everyone's saying Sana. Oh man.
Shirkle says, "What? I totally forget."
Wait, there's a
Yes.
cat in this universe? Um. Oh
Mm-hmm.
dang, dude. Yeah, I don't think it is Sana. It is?
Yeah, it is Sana.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome, dude.
It's my girl,
How did I know?
Mate Man, coming in with the third place. So we
Oh my
got
god.
Krudiak, we got Bop, and we got Mate Man. So if you'll remember, yeah, like so Sana's talking about what's her face, the diva Gloria Morel, and how she looks ever so happy, like she's got a
Oh
planet
my
full of
god, you're
cream,
right.
like the cat, like yeah,
Right.
like a cat with a
That is a
planet full of cream.
reference to a cat. Damn, dude. That's
Like,
crazy.
you weren't even sure, and you threw out Sana's. What the hell,
I
dude?
don't know how. Okay, funny
As I
story I'll
look
tell
at
you
my cat,
later. Funny story
I
I will
want to
tell
pet
you
him.
later.
Good geekies.
Um Oh good, it's not Sana. Wait, what? My god.
It
Shirkold's
was.
going through like the 5 stages of grief
Shit
over
goes
here.
where?
Oh
I got you.
no.
I got you. Way.
Oh, we've broken the man. Oh no. Okay. So we got this
All right, I'm
one.
gonna keep it moving. You got our peoples right. 5 stages of feline.
Okay. I'm ready for your next one.
Hey there, Kason. Thanks for joining in. All right, next one. Here we go. 50 Shades of Catgirl.
Please. Please. Don't do this. Uh, in before we
Okay, so
find out that the
question.
paper mache Valkyrie is actually just a Catgirl suit.
Oh,
Um,
goodness. Hers is specifically made.
Yup.
Okay, so
Oh
question number
no.
three, here we go.
Wait, why?
During which
Freeman, why?
there's there is already son rule 34. Is Diva's mech. Because I need it. That's why. All
Oh
right, all right.
no.
I'm done. I'm done. Okay, here we go. So question number
Are
three.
you though?
During which conference did we pay respects to brave fighters? During which conference did we pay respects to brave fighters?
Oh man. I don't know if I can give you a number. How
God damn
dare
it.
you? How dare
God
you?
damn it. I mean, that sounds like confirmation to me. It doesn't sound like there's a clone. It doesn't sound like there's like a resurrection coming.
I mean, just because she's
Nothing.
dead for now doesn't mean, you know. Was
All right.
that?
You guys got it. It was the 40th.
Okay, okay.
So we got Moon over in first. We got Papa Bear coming in second. And we got Bop taking third. Where are you, Bop? There's Bop. Juan Hader almost getting it. Oh my God, close. And Tall Boy. Oh my gosh.
The Geneva Convention.
I know I haven't commended you, Alex.
The
You get one.
Genevieve Convention?
Yeah, you won.
It's
You
just
just
it's just like 1,000 people named Genevieve. Oh my god.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Question number 4. All right, all right. Let me put a space in between them. There we go. All right, question number 4. Which Federation LLC handles broadcasting to larger audiences? One more time. Which Federation LLC handles broadcasting to larger audiences? You may answer.
shit. I actually have no idea. I know where to find it, but I don't know this off the top of my head.
Emma. All right, all right, all right. We got it. All right.
Do we give that to Sidewinder?
I mean,
I mean, it was implied in the
Sidewinder.
question that it was an LLC, so
Yeah, I'm
like I
giving
feel
it to
like that
Sidewinder.
counts.
Sidewinder taking that second place. He really wanted it. Tall Boy coming in third. Show Mate Man, Wanheda, like answering in the same second. Jeez.
Honestly, I gotta say, if Boppy's not like almost at a common planet from these trivias, I don't know, man.
I don't know. We can ask, but I don't think so. Let me see. Let's see. Alexei, yeah, that. Let me. I don't think I got you
Take
yet.
you,
Oh, I did.
LLC. Oh, Mario, I'm so sorry. That's not fair. Still far? Dang, I mean, keep this up, you'll get there pretty soon. Mario doesn't
Okay.
need any more points. Oh.
That cat face. Oh my god. Oh, Bob hadn't gotten the
Oof.
commendation yet. There it is. Okay. Here we
How can
go.
this
Question
be?
number 5 from Hopeful. Um, and final question. So, which ship was sent to help fight the Crimson Wolves, and what class was it? One more time. Which ship was sent to help fight the Crimson Wolves, and what class was it? You may answer. Apologies for that delay there. Okay, let's see. Move this out of the way. Oh my goodness. In light years, sure cold? Like I
That's
mean,
some distance. I mean, oh man,
no,
he'd
it's
have been
not.
looking
That's
at
nothing.
ancient Rome. Like,
Yeah. Well, no, because they're 500 years into the future from present day, right?
right. So if we're like,
So that's what the 20 to 25.
yeah, it's 2,000 years ago. It's approximately zero. Like,
Maybe that's AD. That's
yeah, it's
like
approximately
when
year
AD starts.
zero.
Uh,
We had Rome back then.
yeah, you did. Yes, the Roman Empire was in fact around. So, let me look through these responses here.
Cal Hayden just
Yeah,
traveled
yeah, we definitely got it. Yeah, they
2,500
got
light years away just to get some Jesus.
it.
I'm sorry, it was right there on the table. I couldn't help it. Um,
All right, so Kruniak took that one for first place, and then Bop with the second, and then Papa Bear third place. It
who was
was in
second?
fact the Obelisk Class S frigate. Second was Bop, and then third was Papa Bear.
Okay.
No, you didn't need to say third class, sure, Sidewinder. But that was like additional. So, I mean, if I could commend you for it, I would.
I do have to say, I'm impressed. All of your questions have had first, second, and third places, which means that you're doing the thing right, and you're not ending up with a bunch of, like, dud questions, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's working, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it big.
I just want to, I've made the mistake of looking at the information while I should be, paying attention. Um, and I just noticed that there are 27 people here tonight, which is big numbers compared to some of our more recent summer editions where we've had like 12 or 13 people. So it's good to see so many people showing up to stare at Alice's beautiful cake face. Um,
Yep.
and
And my non-existent
and
stream,
the,
which
the
I
the
will fix.
distant purple void of hopeful, and my face. So yeah, now.
Bruniac, Poppy's got a question for you.
Oh, is
In
this
storyline chat.
okay? Storyline. Scrolling down. What? Oh, okay. So I only had to write two questions today because we have leftovers from last time.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Rip.
hopefully you guys will pick up on a few breadcrumbs about what the answers to these questions might be. If you've been paying attention, um, you might be able to get some of these. There are some breadcrumbs from last week and from tonight about what the answers to some of my questions from last week are. So, forgot to look up the answers, dang. All right. Sheercold, I don't know if we can give you passport points, but if you want to try these, feel free. Always allowed, as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's do this one first. This is a good one. All right, guys, everybody ready?
I think we're all ready.
Who reported on the appearance of the inside of the cradle?
Oh, I think I know
You
this.
may answer. I think you probably do know this. It's worth at least taking a stab at it because I mean otherwise we're probably gonna have nobody win. Um, you know,
Maybe?
everybody just gonna copy hopeful.
Everyone just copied hopeful, huh?
Everybody just copied hopeful, and they were right to do so because you are correct. The answer is Anzatai. And it's funny because last week I asked this question, no one got it, and then someone was just like, someone in the chat just started like talking about Anzatai and everything that she does, and I'm like, bro. Oh no. All right, so you are correct. That is Hopeful, Boppy, and Sidewinder. All right.
All right. I didn't lead us astray.
You did not. Not this time. The hope is on, boys. The hope is on.
Oh yeah.
Where's Sidewinder? There he is. Okay. Oh, Hopeful, you've got access to my commendation sheet, right?
I do. I probably just need to go dig for the link.
Okay, so if you can take care of that while I do this, that would make my life just a little bit easier.
Oh no, that's story chapters. Can you DM me the link? Is that possible?
Sure.
I don't wanna scroll. Probably have it saved in my thingy. Go here.
There you go.
That there.
All right.
Stop.
Next question. Let's see. Who delivered the news of the council's vote on the fate of the reactor to the people of Morn? You may answer. Okay. It's funny because there is somebody
wow.
who Sheercold has referred to as Glass of Milk Boy, but that's not the answer. Let's see. It was who was Glass of Milk Boy? Let me actually find. Um, that was. Ah, yes, Aaron Weiss was Glass of Milk Boy, in case anyone
Mm-hmm.
was wondering. Um. Okay. Still going, still going. Anyone else have any answers? Any guesses? Which should be an indication that your current guesses are not right. Might be saving this one for another week at this rate. Hopefully you got any guesses.
Mm. Mm. I think. I think it was. Someone said it. One person said it. My guess. Crap, and I can't grab it.
Hmm?
This one, I think.
Oh, you can totally put that in.
I'm going to put this and see if that's correct.
There, does that answer your question?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but now I can't answer it.
Well, right. Sorry. But that's okay, cause you already tried for an answer.
Let me grab this.
Okay, okay,
This,
we've got him.
this.
We've got him. All right, guys.
Okay.
We done did it. Uh, we got our answers. It was in fact Darshan Kel who
Are
relayed
you
the
taking
message.
are you taking
100% sheer
Freeman?
cold for first place. Like,
You you missed Freeman
oh wait, where was Freeman?
right underneath.
Also, dish. Oh, you're
Sheer cold.
right. My bad. Yep, Freeman, second place.
So I gotta take his whole thing here and grab
Yeah, yeah,
this.
sheer cold won. You did it. Yeah, hold down shift when you paste, and that'll fix that.
No, I just do it with the space special thing.
Right.
I don't want to break habits from Excel. There's no control shift paste in Excel. And then we have
Alright.
one Heda, which is
Um,
just this.
let's go to
Third.
the next one. All right. What event guaranteed victory against the Crimson Wolves at Mimir if they weren't to use the cradle against us? You may answer. Hopefully everyone was ready for that one. the flood the flood of copy paste answers. It's too good.
Yeah.
You're abstaining for this one. Shirkold, are you also please tell me that you're in on the joke here. You see the comedy here, right? Oh dear. I'm gonna give you all a clue and let you know that it is not Maelstrom. Any guesses, hopeful?
No, not on this one. I'm working on a wrap. I don't know, like a freaking bacon chicken wrap.
Ooh. Well, now I'm hungry.
Didn't you eat dinner already? Isn't it
I
like nine
did.
thirty
I
over
did.
there?
I would like to eat again. um,
Second dinner. Oh yeah.
Sheercold was like, "Wait, what? You're writing a rap?" You're Yeah. Okay, guys. I think that there's a comprehension issue going on with this question.
I
Um,
should totally start writing a rap now. A Planet Quest hopeful
let
rap.
me let
I'm gonna
me
do it.
reiterate this question for you. What event guaranteed victory against the Crimson Wolves at Mimir if they weren't to use the cradle against us? So there was an event, like something happened. It wasn't the name of one of the episodes. It was like a specific event that happened. Oh, someone's getting close. I So there was another question tonight that um, had almost the same answer as this one. Does that help? I'm struggling. I need you guys to get this one.
Hmm. Um.
Might have to close this one again.
Is it? No, I'm not gonna say. I
Let these
think
few people stop, like finish typing and then
someone shown.
yeah. Oh god. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. My faith in humanity is crushed. The planet sale. Oh man. Give this man 10 points.
I
God
did
damn it, I can't give
already.
him 10 points. 100%. This man knows. Shut up, Surecold. No one cares what you think. She's alive. Um. Oh man. All right, all right. I have to close this one. It's all over. It's. Oh, maybe next week. Um. If Alis has a computer, he'll have the resources at his fingertips to figure this one out. Um.
My goodness.
Yeah, it is. It is okay. They'll get it next week. They always get it next week. Um. Let's try this one. So I did some. Okay, this is a hard one. So y'all get ready for this. This is a properly hard one, and then I'll finish it off with an easy one. Okay. Um, what is the one physical detail of Ji Young Ju that we know from season one?
Oh my goodness.
You may answer. Not too tall. Well, we know that Solus Crane has eyes and at least one hand. Like, all right, you guys got it. You guys got it. So, incidentally, we actually don't know from like the given text from season one that G is a woman, but we do know that G has a slim frame. Um, so at least I'm pretty sure that that's right. Um, but yes, the slim frame is indeed correct. So that is a point for Sidewinder,
All right.
Moonover, and one Hada, I believe. Did I miss anybody? Okay.
I think you got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
incidentally, Mario, so did Madrigal. I hear somewhere deep in the annals of the internet there is a recording of Madrigal giving his best impression of deep Asian voice or deep Asian man G, and I can't find it. And no one can find it because he buried it so far away that no one would ever find it, and it's very sad. Uh,
All right. We got those people squared away.
Is there? Because like I remember him just sort of like riffing an impression for us in a call once, but I don't remember the recording. I couldn't find it. Um, we should dig that up sometime. All right, so I'm glad that we managed to get that one. Um, Very pleased with that because that was the tougher one, I think. This one should be pretty easy. Um, how is it that Sana is certain that Gloria killed Solus? You may answer.
And a lot of it.
It's the cake, guys. It's the cake.
Cake. Remember the cake.
I don't know, hopeful. What do you? What do you think of that one? You think that one's got it?
What do you mean?
Um,
Which one?
the other one that had it right out of the two, the now three.
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it. All right, we got all three. Very nice. Yeah, incidentally, Hopeful and I simultaneously came up with almost the same question, just from different angles. Like our question
Yeah.
had almost the same answer. Where he was like, Sana mentions a cat, and I'm like, how does she know that like Gloria killed Solus? And it's the cat reference. It's
It's just the
uncanny.
cat.
We actually did not coordinate that. It just happened that way.
Yep.
Oh man, he found it. All right. Can you like
All right, I got this. So it was Tall Boy.
DM that to me or Hopeful? Um or I mean, incidentally, you should probably just DM it to Alis because otherwise that's a bit duplicitous. But like, um, yeah, and then we can all have a chuckle about that later. Um, See if he wants to broadcast that for all the world to see. Um,
What? A-list's G.
his G take, yes.
Yo, it's so good.
And this
It's
was
so
back when
good.
he thought that G was like an old Asian man too. So like it's very different from the version of it that I think we heard, which
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fairly certain was him doing his very best like Jafar as a snake impression. Um,
yeah.
oh man, that's fantastic. Yeah, do that. Do that for sure. All right, so that's all of my trivia. So that pretty much takes us on to stumps, right?
Yep, it certainly does.
Your
So let me
your
get rid of
Jafar
that.
is a snake impression from 8 months ago. Oh boy, that's that's brutal, man.
Far as a speak.
Don't tell him I said that. Uh,
I mean, he's gonna hear it on the recording anyway.
you're probably right. If he chooses to listen to it,
Right.
he'd have to spend the time. He'd have to go back, you know.
Oh,
Um,
here we go. Mario's ready.
so
Oh boy.
let's kick off stumps. Just make sure that when you ask your question, hopefully you got a timer you want to set, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now is the perfect time, as a matter of fact. We're gonna run it for 10 minutes as we normally would. So it's 6:45 p.m. right now. At 6:55
yeah,
EST
sure.
p.m.
The
We're gonna
Freeman
go
is
through all
playing
of
Hunter
the
Yin.
questions. So the first question, remember, yep, perfect. So after you put your question, go ahead and put an emoji underneath it, a red question mark, so we know That's your question, and we're starting it, what, 1 minute ago. Mario is the first question.
Oh man, that is actually a fantastic question. That has nothing to do with the story, but like it kind of does. So fine. That's really good. Yeah, no, he did two
Oh,
different takes of it. He did one that's like uh oh, what's his name? Kind of like a Sam Rigel kind of a thing. Like about what you would expect, and then okay, I won't give the other one away. I won't give the other one away, and then but yeah, no, they're both great in their own right. Oh man, I okay. I'm just trying to imagine Hunter Yin as like Sean Astin. That's that's amazing. Um, all right. So while we wait for everyone to come up with their brutal questions, um, I'm gonna lower my desk.
yeah, that's a good idea.
What? No one's gonna clip that. All right. Um, shirt content. Yeah. No, I made the extra effort to make sure that I wear a green shirt because I'm representing the union on here. So uh, I'll be wearing this shirt every week probably.
I gotta get more blue shirts. I don't have many blue shirts.
That's a pretty subjective question because I think that there were two, but anyway.
Sidewinder? That question automatically wins. I have no idea who the answer to that question is, so just that's
Who's
a 25-point
wait?
question.
Whose character? Like someone has a character, or just like which character?
So apparently there's a character that looks almost as cool as me, which is quite flattering.
But
So
not
I think
quite.
I think that's the character that I should be voice acting, don't you think, Brittany?
Most likely.
Right? I'm so curious the answer to this question now.
Just make sure that you're reacting to your own questions with that red question mark, okay? Because that helps us see them when we go back through.
Yes. Thank you, Pixel.
Alrighty. Oh, I gotta lower my screen a little bit because it's just got my face cut off by the frame. Um, right, so Mario, I drank 5 glasses of whiskey before I came here. Dude, it's awful late for that, don't you think? Like, well, it's a bit early for that, one might also argue.
Bruniak promises and subsequently delivers. What is this Twitch clip? What is this?
Oh god. It's probably me lowering my desk. Does whiskey keep you awake?
It can.
See, Shickled, I think I know the answer to that one too. I have a feeling. I think it's the person who's in the exact same employment situation as you are. Oh man, probably shouldn't make that joke.
Wow, good job.
I'm being very cagey. Um, it's not like I'm gonna give it yeah, employment in quotes. I mean, jeez, Freeman. Ooh, that is a good question. Okay. Man, these questions are brutal, man. Are we almost ready to go?
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. Oh boy. With like however many, we've got like what? We've got 24 people who are on currently. That's gonna be a lot of questions, man. I mean, like, cause like, why wouldn't you ask a question? It's free real estate, you know. Um,
True.
Twitch Prime sub for Legendary Planet Deed. Look, man. I mean, feel free. Like, honestly, if you want to subscribe, that's awesome. There aren't really any subscription perks at the moment, though. But like, that would be cool. I don't have a Legendary Planet Deed to give you though. Sorry. I wish I did. But if I
we
did, I
give
might not give it to you. I might give you a
we
place on it
give
though.
we give points. You can
Yeah.
try to get your own legendary planet deep.
Yeah, ask us a question and we'll certainly chuck you a few passport points. Um Yeah, I'm not really sure what our plans are for that. I'll settle for an epic. Yeah. Honestly, same, dude. But I'm not sure what the plans are for that. Like how we want to develop further with, things like subscriber benefits or something like that for this channel cuz like uh it hadn't really been in my plan to ever do any plugging for that kind of thing, but then again, um people have Twitch Primes and they want to fling them around somewhere. So, like, I guess it would be a good idea for us to like make some cool emotes and things like that. Um, uh, Maybe some other stuff. Like, what do channels usually do for that kind of thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either, to be honest.
Um,
All right, I'm gonna start scrolling up. I think
what was
Mario would
found
love.
at Ignis Station? Yeah, there's
All right, I'm calling it now. We're closed for questions. And Kruniak, whenever you're ready to go, we can start answering.
Okay, so where is the top? That's
So I got
Mario's question,
Mario.
right?
Yeah.
Where he says
What
you
is
will
the
lose.
name? Yeah, and he says, "What is the name of the plant/botany that John leaked in a specific channel?" So he's not giving us the channel, obviously. And I'm going to have to search this. So unless you know it off the top of your head,
I, in fact, do not. I'm assuming that it was in either Imperial, like an
general.
Imperial channel, or it was in, like, the actual botany thread, like, Beasts and Botany thread. Because, like, where else would it be? And he does like to hang out there personally. All right, good luck with the pizza. You want to ask a question before, or did you ask a question before you left, or? Hopefully, you won't have to like tell us if we're right or wrong or something. But anyway, good luck with the pizza. Did you find it?
I think I found it. Jeez, what is this name?
It's like unpronounceable.
Yeah, okay, hold on, I got it. Mario, is it this? Oh, he said Pioneer Channel. Hmm. I'm gonna try that.
Oh, really? Wait, when did that happen? I've been in there pretty consistently.
John did say something.
Wait a second, when did this happen?
Oh yeah, I did, but I got it right. I got it right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I got
you
it
get
right.
20. That's second prize. That's not bad.
Okay, yeah. Oh, how do you pronounce that? Ooh,
Ukduk
Ukuduk.
or something like that.
Ukuduk.
Um, okay. Second prize. Do.
All right, so we got Mario. That's 20 for Mario. That's what's up. Okay, next one. Next is Boppy. What is Rev's last name? Rev's Diner's owner. Obviously, Rev's Diner. The owner of Rev's Diner.
Wait. What?
Yeah, what's Rev's last name, dude? Do you know it off the top of your head?
Uh, last name? No.
Huh?
It's just Rev, right?
No, it's not.
Ugh, do you know what it is?
I have to search. Well, it is Rev Backbeater.
He made that up.
How dare you search this? What do you mean?
uh, oh man.
Is it? Is it back? It's Backbeater, isn't it?
Is that Boppy?
Yeah, yeah, that's Bob. Okay.
Okay. And our next question.
Tall boy latte. In which episode, Trice Chavos' voice was a bit frazzled, and why was it frazzled? So, in which
So,
episode was Trice Chavos' voice frazzled, and why was it frazzled?
so Trice was upset because Haley had just gotten shot and he had a new job.
Oh, damn.
That episode.
Yeah, but what is it called? Which one is it?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what it was called.
Mm,
What the episode was called, or what the because the transmissions don't have names. That wasn't from an episode. That was like a personal correspondence, like a vote correspondence. Um, that was the one. All right, Mario. See ya. Good luck and
Later, Mario.
good luck getting to sleep, man. It's a lot of liquor. During a specific story chapter. Haley got shot while
Well, Mercer was like doing something. with the
yeah,
Ocean
Mercer
Farm.
had taken her out to like, you know, see the sights and round up some Ojinkai, and the thing that was happening at the time was like um it was either like trying to see if Montez was really there, or it was like the vote to display or not with Montez, or it was the thing with um should we or should we not transport the cradle. I think it was one of those. I think it was around then, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm not. at all sure what episode he's referring to.
Alrighty.
I know you're right. Haley definitely died, and like he's like, oh no.
Um,
But
Peace out, One Hater.
later, Juanita.
Oh, where do I even find that?
Isn't it like the first time we saw Price?
Okay, so it seems to be the vote about whether or not to call the Crimson Wolves bluff and attack Mimir to like rush them down or whatever. Is that right?
Named after a British rock band, if that helps.
Well, do you want the specific name of the episode, or is the event good enough? It was the episode from April 13th, if that helps.
Where's Tallboy? Is Tallboy still with us? Pink Floyd chapter, The Wall.
Oh, rip. Um,
I just closed it.
what?
Oh my! He closed it. He accidentally closed it. Well, Shitcult can confirm. I mean, if that does ultimately help, you know.
Oh, you know the name. Yeah, I can't seem to find the name because it won't let me search correctly, but um
It's not April 13th,
uh
apparently. Got
is
stumped.
it Fearless? No, it's not going to be Fearless cuz that was the 14th.
Nah, yeah, that's 25 points, bro. Let's just give it to the man
That's the results.
because
It's Last Stand then.
oh my.
That should be it. It's not so much that we don't know, it's that
9.
okay, that's strange because the exact same date is when he gives the correspondence about Haley dying. So are you thinking of a different
A diff
event where
a
he's
different
upset?
a different frazzling?
Yeah, cuz it's the correspondence on
Can
April
Shitcult
13 where
confirm?
he says that Haley's died.
Trice is just a frazzled
Haley
individual.
wasn't dead at the time. Okay, so you're talking about him being frazzled. It's something else. In that case, I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about off the top of my head. So I will happily give it to you because I've been diving down a totally different rabbit hole this whole time. Um, so you may have it.
Yeah, that was an effective stumping. Let me go up.
Congratulations. You got us. All right.
The next one is Sidewinders though, and I'm not sure about this one. Which character's face almost looks as cool as THL's? Is my face like?
Mm,
And if I had to guess, it's the mountaineering dude. So
oh, oh
was
yeah,
that Soren
it's
Link?
nah, Soren. Arguably,
It wasn't
Soren
Soren
is an
Link.
unattainable paragon of coolness that none of us can ever hope to like compare to. Um, so it can't possibly be him. Um, let's see.
Oh, it was Dire Straits for tall boys.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Have we ever actually seen the face of anybody? Like, we don't have any art depicting anybody, but we have had some descriptions, and we have had a description of Emmett's face.
Mm,
Oh, Dire Straits, dude, that's brutal. Okay, I there's so many British rock bands, man. Like, and I like Dire Straits, but like, oh, rough. Um, huh.
I, so I'm gonna say Soren Link, and if you go Emmett, we have
I'll
like a
just I'll just say
50-50
Emmett.
shot here.
Yeah. What did we get it? Did we get it?
What you got for a Sidewinder? No. Oh my
Dang.
God.
What
Oh
was the
no.
answer? Going for Montez. We've never seen Montez's face.
But were we described Montez at any point?
No,
Epilogue
have
Part 4?
we? Oh, right, right, right. I mean, like,
Oh my God, that's so cool. I'm honored. Please give that man 30 points. That's pretty legit. I do
all right. You know
I don't
what?
have a
You know what,
flask, but
bro?
I do have a decanter with some Angel's Envy wine cask distilled, bourbon whiskey. And I do swirl that around, and it quite often burns my throat, and stray drops do fall through my beard.
Style points for this
So,
man. Also,
all right, Shercold. You have a great night. Thanks so much for being here.
going to
It was
bed.
truly a pleasure.
All right. Cheers, man. All right. What else? What else? What do we got next? We've got. Oh, there's been so much chat.
Oh, let
Um,
me see. Let me see. What's next? Sorry, that's my bad. After that one, we got Pixel Geek, who was told to prepare Gloria's ship for its flight to Ignis. Dang. I honestly don't remember
Jacob?
that off the top of my head. Jacob? Yeah, I wanna say Jacob, but that's just a shoot from the hip kind of guess. So in the effort of saving time, I'm just gonna guess the questions from this
Yeah.
point. So I'm gonna Pixel Geek. I'm gonna guess Jacob.
Did we get it? Ding, ding,
Ding
ding.
ding
Wow,
ding.
really?
We,
Dang.
we got it. So that's 15. Well, all right. That's 15 pointers. All right.
Uh,
You got him. I'll grab the next question.
all right.
And after Pixel, it was Alexei, which I think went to bed. I'm not sure. I hope not. The name of the assassin clan. It's got to be Serpent's
Oh,
Tooth,
that's
is it not?
Serpent's Fang for sure.
Serpent's Fang or Serpent's Tooth?
I think it's Fang.
I
I
am
will
gonna say
confirm
Tooth.
that. It is. Oh, you are right. You are right. It is Serpent's Tooth. Okay. Well, one of us got it, so we'll go with it. But yeah, it's Serpent's Tooth. Doesn't matter if he's here or not. We know. Um, so who was that?
Yeah, that's Yeah. Alexei went to bed. So Alexei is getting 15 points. Alexei, the dark hero.
Where was that?
Scroll up a little bit, you'll see him. You'll see the
Alexei.
good
There we
night.
go. I got him.
Okay. All right. So after Alexei was Luffy. Luffy wants to know who did the report about people traveling through the wormholes. So who reported people traveling through the wormholes and where was it sent to? So who made the report about people traveling through the wormholes and where was it sent to? Uh,
People traveling through the wormholes.
right, I gotta kind of think about that question because
Um,
we didn't really want people traveling through the
yeah, that
wormholes.
sounds like a. Well, that sounds like a report would have been an analysis, like a Federation analysis, and it would have been sent to like, um,
Not Station Ignis because they weren't in Station Ignis at the time. That's satellite. So that's they
yeah,
went to
like
that
that
satellite,
Ojin
whatever.
Kai built satellite thing,
Right.
or maybe, um, hmm. Also, can we talk about the fact that that satellite? I think it says that it orbits Station Ignis, which implies that Station Ignis is so massive that it has gravity, like that it has
Yeah.
significant gravity. Like that's insane.
Well, it could be an artificial orbit as well. That this
That's
satellite
true.
is
It could
capable of.
also be an artificial gravity. We don't know how much of that is possible. Um, we would assume
I
some of
actually don't know the answer to Luffy's question off the top of my noggin.
that. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Any word from him?
Uh, Luffy, are you still with us by chance?
Well, maybe we get a free pass if he's not here.
No, I mean we didn't do that for Alex.
That's true.
I think this one's a stumper, man.
All right, all right.
Let's get Luffy down for 25. Uh, scroll up. After that, we got J. So who was the council member who found Sho when she had been ripped from her vessel?
Do we really count Mercer as a council member?
He was at
He
one
was
point in time,
technically a
yes.
council member for one of these episodes. So
Yeah,
like, yeah, I guess.
yeah, it's
Um,
Cillian Mercer.
uh, whose question was that? J.
Killian.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, that's J. And after J, we've got Papa Bear. So which drug was the Heka Alpha 1 similar to? And I'm gonna say the Union Dewdrops.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Forgot about that. Um, and you're
And I wonder if Papa Bear's with us.
I mean, I know for a fact that you're right, but I'm just trying to find the question. It's gonna be further down. There it is.
Yeah, here comes Papa Bear. He's with us. Okay. Is that correct? Is it the Union Dewdrops? He says, what? The answer to your question. Okay. So we got Papa Bear for 15. Okay. Jen, let me see. I'm right
Then we have
here.
David J. Ray. What was planned after the ordained execution of the Pirate Lord, and why?
What was...
Hmm.
Hmm.
So he was never executed.
I think he means like the showing of Montrose.
Um. Oh, like what were we planning to do after showing that he was a thing? Uh,
Yes.
So he was shown in response to the Vulpus Oculi stirring up trouble, correct?
That is correct.
So, what was planned was slightly less unrest, presumably. I don't know. Uh,
Or maybe we're thinking about it differently. Like, so they had always planned to execute him, from what we understand. But we, the Vulpus Oculi, were like stirring up crap and wondering if they even had him. So what was planned after they were gonna kill him was to show him off. So I want to
oh,
say that the
okay.
plan was to show him off using the Federation technology, the Nexus, and it was in order to quell the uprising of the Vulpus Oculi within the Empire. Is that correct, David?
Right. Yeah, that's an odd one because it has some like a couple of different interpretations of the question.
Oh, David's type. We'll see if we're right or not.
I'm gonna just move that down a little bit.
Okay, let's see.
Not
Not
exactly.
exactly.
Okay, help us understand your question a little bit.
And then I have the next one lined up for us.
What was being planned right after the execution? So, like,
What was being planned?
there, as far as I'm aware, there never was a scheduled execution for him. Okay, I'll make you a deal. If you can show me where there was like definitive evidence of a planned actual execution of Montez, like where they were going to kill him, 25 points straight up. Like,
Yeah, I'm not, because I made my guess, right? Like if that wasn't right, then shoot, I'm willing to give the man 25 points and see like where his line of thought was going.
yeah. I mean, I think my question was jumped.
No,
Oh, did we skip
we
one?
answered yours, Jay. No, we answered yours, Jay. So the answer to yours, Jay, was, let me scroll right
Oh,
back
it was
up your,
Killian Mercer.
yeah,
Was the one who picked
yeah,
her
yeah.
up. You just weren't here when we went through it.
So while David is kind of like picking his question apart, right? Trying to ask it a different way. I think we're gonna move past that one for now, and we'll revisit it. And we're gonna move on to Sparrow's question. Sparrow's question was, "Who is the Royal Imperial Guard?" And the question is kind of ambiguous because I'm wondering if you're asking like, who are the members, like who's like the person we know in the Imperial Guard, or like what are they, like who are they, what they do. So I'm just a little confused on that. But if I had to answer, either way,
Oh,
um,
I think I might know what you're talking about in Ivana's epilogue, I believe. They are referenced by a specific name. Is that what you're talking about?
David is saying it was ordained by Solus. Hmm.
Can you
Solus said
link
that.
us? Can you link us the story segment that it's in?
Yep, specific name. So we're looking for a specific name of an imperial. Kruniak, help me, kind of figure out if I'm correct or not. Is Sarai Praetor or whatever? Is that one of the imperial guard?
Uh, I'm not sure that I fully understand the phrasing of the question, but it could be. I mean,
Well,
if
Sparrow clarified. Sparrow literally said, yes, we're looking for a specific name, a name of either a person or the group's specific name. I think
oh,
I
if
think
it's the
your understanding
group's
is more correct.
specific name,
Yeah,
then it's in the it's in
yeah. The
Ivana's
group.
thing. Yeah, um,
What's the group's specific name?
Ivana. Do, do, do.
Or Sparrow, was I correct saying Sarai Praetor? Like I'm not sure which one.
Drateus, thrashing in the iron grip of the Drateus.
Okay, so I would say those are our guesses for Sparrow's question: Drateus or Sarai Praetor. Got it from Imperial Story Channel.
Okay. Imperial Story Channel. So can you right click on the specific message with that story segment, click copy message link, and then paste it in storyline? Okay, but that was Sparrows for.
Yeah, Sparrow's typing now. I'm trying to see what he says. After Sparrow, we have.
Okay, let's take a look at David J. Ray. Directed from Ji Young Ju, emissary of the Empire, what a magnificent time to be a citizen of our Empire, explorers. What a triumph. The commander of our third fleet has brought back the bastard Montez to our exalted Emperor, may he outlive the stars, and shown the galaxy that the might of the Empire is truly unmatched. Imperator Solus has ordained that a public execution of this pirate lord shall be held on the Eden of House Lycanus. Oh, that's brutal. To allow the nobles of the house to bear witness to the restoration of their honor. Concluding this, a festival will be held on Eden Lycanus to celebrate the flawless victory of Ivana Crane. You know, all right.
So
That's
the
25
answer
points
was,
for you, my man.
yeah, the answer was a festival,
Yep.
and
And
he
they
was in
were, in
fact ordained to
fact,
be killed.
planning to execute him publicly.
Wow, that's 25
No,
points for
JH,
sure.
or
Good
Jay,
job,
your
yeah.
your question was counted. We answered it, but you weren't here, but we knew the answer. Uh, don't worry, you
Well,
get your points.
I'm not, I'm not sure if Jay's in the thing.
All right. Um.
Okay. And then Sparrow, we did get Sparrows correct, so that's 15 for Sparrow. It was Sarai Praetor. Looking for that. And then Jay, seems like we got Jay squared away. Let me scroll up.
Oh, is that not the answer? Because it was in fact Killian Mercer who rescued her from who rescued Show from the wormhole. Okay, so he can't hear us. I don't know what to
Okay.
tell him because that's what happened. Like his Viper was damaged, and you know,
Yeah.
uh, I'm curious what answer he's looking for.
Maybe was there a council member that sent Killian out there?
Who knows? I'm just gonna ask what answer he's looking for, and if it has merit, then I'll just give him 25 points. But if it's just way out there, then probably not. Trice Chavos.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's not correct. I'm pretty sure that that's not correct.
Okay, so I found our next question was from Kaisen, but I think they left already. But I still want to answer this question, and then Kruniak and I guess the crowd can kind of feel out the response here. So the question was, what was found at the station Ignis? At Ignis Station. What was found at the Ignis Station? So I wanna say that the answer to that would be, actual, physical organic quantum, which they found in the reactor.
I'm sorry. Can you say the question again? I was typing.
Yep, yep, yep. So the question was, what was found in Station Ignis? Pretty much is the question.
Oh, what was found in Station Ignis? When? I'm assuming we're talking about pure
When it was
quantum.
almost destroyed. Yeah, that's yeah. I think Heisen already left, but that was my immediate
Right.
guess to it was the solid, the
Oh,
actual
solid
physical
solid
organic
quantum. Yeah,
quantum.
that's the word. Trying to find this question.
It doesn't have a question mark under it. Let me add one for you.
Um
There you go. It's right underneath sparrows.
oh, Xen or Kason. We get that third prize. 15.
And I believe that's all of our questions.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was everything.
Wow. All right, we've done it, boys. We got through them all. And we're only half an hour over, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Um, oh, of course, of course. It still counts. You still get points for the question. Um,
No, thank you, Sparrow. Really appreciate you all being here. There's a couple events, up on the board. There's the Faction Bonanza, which is technological uniqueness, which is hosted by Jupe. We have the Russian Brain Games and a Rocket League AAA gaming tournament this weekend.
yep.
Besides that, nothing really else on the docket. Um, A-List will probably be hopefully with us back next week, and we're thinking about starting up very soon a morning and an afternoon stream. Just so
Yeah.
we can target more people. There's going to be more content coming out very soon, and we want to definitely make sure that we get as much coverage and you know as much excitement. Build it up to what we used to have in the server. Um, and nothing like the story really does that. So
So one thing that I want to ask you guys is, what would be better for you guys? Or not necessarily. Well, you're probably all the exact wrong people to ask, actually, because you guys are here during this, so you can be here for this time slot. So it's everyone else who would be here who isn't, who I would actually have to ask. But I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's going to be better for us to do Wednesday mornings, for us anyway, Wednesday mornings, just at like a half an hour after the story drops, and we'll give our sort of our initial takes and sort of do a cold reaction and a little bit of hype, and we'll probably move stumps to then, or to do it the following day after our usual time slot. which would be after votes had already opened and most people would have already voted by then. So, bit of a dilemma there. I'm not really sure. Not really sure which way to sort of go on
Well,
that. But
let's not keep the stream open longer, right? What we can do is we can poll for that, ask a question in
yeah,
storyline chat, and kind of gauge it based on emojis. Um, and that'll be the best way because that's where our audience is. That's where all our OGs are.
true.
Um, so I'm gonna go ahead, guys, just one last time, throw out the attendance link in the Twitch chat. So if you haven't already filled out that form for your participation points, please go ahead and do so. Besides that, I don't think we have too much else to
I have
cover
one
with you
more
all.
thing that I wanted to mention. For
Go ahead.
anyone that wasn't paying attention when this happened, because it was kind of like between text or between the chat and me talking, you may have noticed that Shirkold said that that he'd be good with doing an interview. So be on the lookout for that soon. We'll be trying to set that up and
Oh
do
yeah.
a sort of a sit down interview. Um, and yeah, we'll ask all the juicy questions. But just let him figure out like
What do you think,
NDAs
Korniak?
and
Should
stuff.
we should we should we open it up? Kind of open it up to our storyline community fanatics and kind of poll for questions to ask Sheercold as well. We might have him
Oh
for an
yeah,
hour, maybe even 2 hours if we're lucky.
yeah. I
So
think it
we'll
would be a
definitely
good
have
thing
time for some of
to.
ours
How
and
about we put
theirs.
out a Google form, um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and post that in storyline chat, and have people register questions they'd like us to ask. We'll go through and we'll pick like our favorite bunch of them, and we'll come up with a few of our own. And yeah, we'll try and have Shirkled on for an hour or two, something like that, and we'll try to figure out a good time for everyone to run that show, because
At the very least, it'll be recorded, so that way
yeah,
people can rest assured that there'll be a what are they called, vlog or something like that, or VOD.
yeah.
Um,
And just remember, like, we're gonna try and do this as a regular enough series. We're not going to do, just one of these and then never have another interview again. Shirkold's just going to be our first interviewee, if we can help it. So we might have members of the community on from time to time, members
oh
of the
yeah, that would be super
UC, other
fun.
mods, things like that. But yeah, with that, I think we're good.
All right,
Anything
Bobby.
else you wanted to say, or
That's a funny question. No, that I just wanted to comment on that we're already getting great questions.
oh boy.
Um, but yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Super appreciate the participation, and we'll see you next week.
And for anyone who missed this episode, who's obviously not here, we're happy to see you on YouTube, where we'll have our recording uploaded. So goodbye, everyone. I'm waving for the sadly inanimate cake and hopeful whose camera is not
Yeah,
working right
yeah.
now. So farewell, all. See you next week.
Appreciate you guys.